Hey, fourth grade, how you guys doing today? Hope everybody's staying healthy, everybody's staying well. You guys are getting a chance to keep yourself busy, doing some things around the house, get a chance to go outside when you can. Today I want to share just a quick little fun video, a fun project with you guys to kind of give you one more thing to do, thinking that 3D type of mentality. We're going to try to build some geodes or some stones coming from the ground. That's going to give a different, interesting look at how you can use 3D and how you can use value. So what I want to do is just take a quick break and I'll see you in just a moment. So to get started, all I have is a plain white piece of paper. Again, it doesn't matter what kind of paper you may have laying around the house. If it's lined paper, white paper, doesn't matter. But what we're going to do is we're going to draw some geodes or some crystals that look like they're forming from the ground. So what I'm going to do is I just picked up this brown marker and I'm going to draw a line that kind of goes across. But because this is kind of things that we find from the earth, it's not going to be just a straight line. So I'm just going to make kind of a jagged line to kind of look like the ground. How you do it is totally up to you. But I'm going to start with just one shape. And it doesn't have to be a geometric shape. It doesn't have to be like a circle or square. Things that we find in nature are usually random or appear to be random. So what I'm going to do is just kind of draw almost like a trapezoid shape. I think I might just stick with trapezoid, actually. I will use a geometric shape this time. Just like that. And it's just floating in the middle above my line. But what I want to do is start finding the corners and draw them straight down to this line. So I'm going to find a corner here and draw it straight down to the ground, straight down, and straight down. Again, we're not going to a point like we did the last lesson. This is just taking the idea of overlapping to create that 3D idea. So let's do another kind of odd shape. There we go. And this time I'll point the line straight down a little bit more. Now this is where overlapping is going to start kicking in. There's a little corner right here, but I can't draw on top of that one, so I'm going to have to skip over and come down here. This one, if I go straight down, I'm not even going to be able to see that one. So now the idea of overlapping is creating a 3D effect. This one is now in front of this one. I'm going to draw, let's do more of a triangle shape here. Well, let's break it up just a little bit. So I'm going to find a corner straight down, corner straight down, corner straight down. Find a couple little corners right there. And again, I said straight down, but this one was more of an angle, and that's fine too. This one is straight down, this is at angle, that one's a little more angle. As you can tell, there really is no set rule that you have to follow. Let's do one more to fill this empty space right here. And I think I might just go with the trapezoid shape again. There we go. And this one I'll do at an angle as if it's coming over this direction. Skip over here. Skip over here. Skip way over here. Over here. So now it's giving the idea that it's even a bigger space that's happening because it's going off the side of the page. So now that I have my lines drawn, now I have the next step ahead of me, which is to use value to kind of create the more realistic 3D effect. So what I've done is I found some drawing utensils that I could apply pressure to give different values. Using something like a marker or paint, it doesn't matter how hard I push down on a marker, it's going to give me the same constant color. But these I could change the value by the pressure that I put on it. I'm going to start with this crystal over here, or this geode over here. And I'm going to start with and worry about just the sides of it. I'm not going to do anything with the tops of these right now. But I did pick up a pencil too, to kind of show how a pencil is going to do the same effect as these other colors. So with this pencil, move these out of the way, is I'm going to work vertically. So I'm going to start on the side and start off dark and get lighter and lighter and lighter just in this little section. Now I'm going to move to this section. Start off dark and get lighter and lighter and lighter. Same thing here. Start off dark and get lighter and lighter and lighter. And then over here, obviously, it's going to take a lot of time to fill this in, but I'm still going to do the same thing. I'm going to start off dark, and then I'm going to get lighter and lighter and lighter. So now that I'm finished with the pencil one, I'm going to start concentrating on these other three. Again, I'm going to leave the very tops of them blank for right now, and I'm only going to focus on the sides, creating that value from dark to light. Now, once I've finished the sides of these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start concentrating on the top of these. We're going to do something just a little bit different. So what I'm going to do is kind of find the middle of where this geode or this crystal's at. And I'm going to start off dark, just any random spot in the middle. And then I'm going to start getting lighter and lighter towards this side. But then what I'm going to do is over here on this side is I'm going to give some space in between, start off dark, but then I'm going to change the value going this direction. So hopefully what that does is it creates the illusion that there's a light reflecting off the top of this geode. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Again, I'm going to start somewhere in the middle. Start by pushing down dark and get lighter and lighter and lighter. Give some space, push down hard, then get lighter and lighter and lighter. Let's do this top one up here. Somewhere in the middle, start off dark, lighter and lighter this direction. Leave some space, lighter and lighter and lighter. And then finally this red one down here. Now once I'm finished with the geodes, really the only thing I have left to do is come down here and I can start adding some color to the rock that's down here at the bottom. And as you can see down here at the bottom, I kind of added some dark, again, changed the value to kind of make it a little bit more look like rock. Now the last thing you can really do if you really want to take a next step is take a pair of scissors and then get rid of all this negative space around your crystals or geodes or whatever you like to call them. And then I also picked a blue piece of paper that I had sitting around for the background, or I could display it just like this as well, but it's kind of tough with this white table to really see it. So if you have a dark piece of paper that you want to display it on better, you know, use a glue stick, use a piece of tape, whatever you have sitting around the house, and add it to your darker piece of paper. You got your very own geodes, or crystals, or whatever you want to call them, with the value change. So there you go. You got your crystals, or your geodes, whatever you like to call them. But we're using that, again, the idea of changing value from dark to light. And we're also using a little bit different strategy. We're using overlapping to create that idea of 3D or depth that's going on in our picture. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me when you're finished. If you get a chance to do this, send me your pictures, share them with me. I'd love to see what you guys have been doing. Stay healthy, stay well. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day.